It's 2:47 a.m. on a Wednesday. You're a trauma surgeon at a public hospital in Culiacan. You're 28 hours into a shift. 4 armed men walk into your operating theater carrying a fifth. 3 bullets in his chest. One of them places a pistol on the instrument tray beside your scalpels. Fix him. If he dies, everyone in this room dies. You operate. 4 hours. 2 bullets out clean. The third stays, too close to the spine. He lives. They carry him out. No paperwork. No police. You go home thinking it's over. It isn't. A week later, a man in a suit knocks on your apartment door. Clean shoes. Expensive watch. He says the man you saved is important. He wants you as his personal physician. Full time. You say no. He nods like he expected that. Then he lists information. Your mother, Kyla Orion, apartment 4B. Bus at 7:15 every morning. Your daughter, Esquia Primaria Juarez. Out at 2:15. Your ex-wife picks her up Tuesdays and Thursdays. You pick her up the other days. He recites it like groceries. No threats, just facts. You start Monday. You ask what happens if you refuse. He smiles. Nobody's refusing anything. This is a conversation between friends. You start Monday. 2 hours outside the city. Dirt road, armed guards, past the ranch house, a concrete building. Inside, a fully equipped operating room. Better than your public hospital. Your handler is Rafa. The rules. You live here. No leaving without escort. Phone monitored. Family told you're on contract in Monterey. 1 call a week. Say something strange. Call ends. Try to leave. Calls end permanently. First 6 months. Routine. The boss has hypertension, bad knee, and arrhythmia. Secret. If anyone finds out, he says, we're both dead. You monitor him twice a week. He talks about his kids. His wife. Retirement. You nod. Check his blood pressure. You don't say what you're thinking. Then the other work begins. Gunshots. Stabbings. Shrapnel. Barn surgeries when the room is full. Ketamine. Local blocks. Veterinary sutures. A 19-year-old. Both legs shot. 5 hours. You save them. 2 weeks later, dead in a shootout. You stop remembering faces. You're not a healer anymore. You're maintenance. One morning, the boss calls you in. His face is on every wanted poster. He needs a new one. You say you're not plastic. You're whatever I need. 2 weeks of study. Hard drive full of journals. Cadavers delivered. No questions asked. 9-hour surgery. Jaw reshaped. Nose altered. Brow line adjusted. Earlobes thinned. 6 weeks later, the mirror shows a stranger. He drives through a military checkpoint. Waved through. He calls you laughing. You made me invisible. After that, more requests. Fingerprints burned and grafted. Scars erased. You are no longer a surgeon. You are infrastructure. Then they bring a man strapped to a chair. An informant. They don't want you to fix him. They want you to keep him conscious. You say no. Rafa says one thing. Esquia Primaria. 2:15. You put on gloves. Pulse oximeter. IV saline. Stabilize vitals. 3 hours. Twice he faints. Twice you revive him. You use 12 years of training to prolong suffering. When it's over, they take him away. You sit on your room floor. Look at your hands. Same hands that saved a kid's legs. Same hands that rebuilt a face. Same hands that did that. You once took an oath. It doesn't live here. Years pass. You know everyone's blood type. Allergies. Secrets. You know who has diabetes. Who hides anxiety pills. Who's destroyed his septum with cocaine. The boss's hidden heart condition. They can't kill you. You're too valuable. They can't free you. You know too much. So you stay useful. Your daughter is 14 now. 8 birthdays missed. 1 monitored call a week. When the line clicks dead, you sit alone in concrete. Silence. Tuesday. 3:22 a.m. Ambush. 3 rounds to the boss's abdomen. Security drives 90 minutes instead of going to a hospital. By the time he's on your table, he's gray. You open him. Shredded liver. Intestine perforated. Abdominal aorta nicked. 8 units of blood from a fridge beside cattle vaccines. 6 hours. Everything textbook. But math doesn't lie. Too much blood lost. He dies at 4:17 a.m. 4 lieutenants watch. You explain entry wounds. Transit time. Vascular damage. 1 nod. For now. New boss. Younger. Paranoid. He replaced security in 48 hours. He sits across from you. Silence during checkups. He knows you're lying when you say you only treat patients. You know he knows. But he can't kill you. Not yet. War begins. Shootouts weekly. 3 surgeries a day. Bullets rip through barn walls mid-operation. You don't flinch anymore. Then the mistake. He picks a fight with the military. 200 soldiers, helicopters, armor, chaos. Rafa disappears. Guards vanish. For the first time in 8 years, no one is watching. You walk. Across fields. To a dirt road. To a bus. Cash hidden for 3 years inside gauze. 18 hours to the border. Every stop. You expect armed men. They never come. You cross into Texas. Call your ex-wife from a pay phone. Bring our daughter. El Paso. She doesn't ask questions. 3 days later, small town Texas. No documentation. No license. Your hands, that rebuilt faces and saved warlords. Stock shelves at a hardware store. $11 an hour. 6 months later, you see it on the news. Armed men enter a public hospital in Culiacan. Surgeon forced to operate. No comment. No investigation. You know what comes next. A week from now, a man in a suit will knock. He'll know the doctor's mother's address. He'll know the school schedule. The doctor thinks it's a one-time thing. He already lives on a ranch. He just hasn't been driven there yet. You turn off the TV. Go to work. Stock shelves. Your hands smell like cardboard instead of blood. That's the closest thing to freedom you've had in a decade. Some people sell their soul. You didn't sell yours. They just took it, and the receipt was your daughter's school schedule. That's a wrap. This story is fiction, but in Mexico, doctors disappear. Hospitals get raided. Surgeons operate at gunpoint. And somewhere right now, a man in a suit might be knocking on a doctor's door with an offer that isn't an offer. If this made you think, drop a comment. Subscribe for more.